In that video, he basically said that he would use this new channel as a test run of sorts. And that's exactly what he's done. Uploading everything under the sun, from sorry videos talking about his failed love life, to Eagles rant videos, and even a rundown of his dialysis post-treatment for his kidney failure, which actually turned out to be true. Go figure. People in the comments of my last video were saying, don't give him attention, this is what he wants. And that is probably true, because his return video has over 140,000 views at the time of me recording this. And his channel will probably be on its way to being monetized if he didn't curse so much. But the one recent video that actually made me laugh out loud.
Bro, cuz is tripping right now. He's shotgun shells. Bro, what is happening? Bro, does this nigga have nothing but jerseys?
YTF, is this nigga still relevant?
Because he's the only man alive that has had a 2.5 million subscriber channel and said that I wanted to go meet a 13-year-old girl for a cupcake. He will never not be relevant. What you mean? He will go down in the history books. Cupcake is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. Staying to be interviewed for an hour and a half by a big white nigga and a small Mexican is even crazier. He got pressed by them niggas and he literally had no police officers anywhere around. He literally could have ran. It was the that might be one of the top, like, craziest, like, top, like, not top 10, like, might be top 50 videos I've ever seen on the internet, period. That's actually insane. He couldn't have run Sean pounds. Okay. He didn't have to stay there. He could have walked back. He could have walked back to his car, not said shit to nobody. Like, what are we doing? He got spooked by some random niggas that came up to him with some cameras. It's crazy. And it's whatever, bro.
Was this sorry excuse for an apology about the disgusting things that he's done over the years. Before I get into this fake apology video, I do want to say that I don't condone any bullying or harassment of any nature.
I remember when he went so broke he became an Uber driver.
You can be critical of someone and their actions without all the extra BS. What I hope is that YouTube does their due diligence when it comes to people like him actively posting on their platform with seemingly no consequences. So the title of the video in question is Mistakes Were Made. Basically implying what he did was a small infraction, which is far from the truth. I mean, the man had full...
Nigga said it like he blew himself up with a grenade in a Call of Duty game.
Explicit convos with an underage girl, even going as far as trying to meet them. Oh, let's not forget him flexing to his audience that he was some kind of chick magnet, when this was in fact the decoy.
Hey babe, let me give you a call back. I'm making a video.
Babe? Bro, babe? Nah, I gotta hear that again. That was insane.
When this was in fact the decoy.
Hey babe, let me give you a call back. I'm making a video, alright? Alright, love you.
Love you.
Alright.
Wait. So you telling me that this dude was saying, babe, I'm making a video. Let me give you a call back. Love you. And he had... I mean, it's crazy, number one. It's actually insane. It's actually insane what he did in general. But he had never seen this person before anyway. Babe and I love you. You've never seen this person. Never met him. Nothing. He gotta like you. I don't know, like, where do you send this person for like rehabilitation? Because this is actually, it's not cringe. That's actually like a deep seated, like, what are you doing?
You niggas know about that.
What do you niggas know about that? What?
Little nerd ass, no put getting motherfuckers.
No, bro. Life is so crazy. That's not even life. That's just you being a dumbass. And a weird ass, grown ass, pedo ass nigga. Man, he said this?
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers hating and shit. That's the boo thing. That girl's sexy as hell.
Now,
How does it get worse? Like, the more he talk, it just keeps getting worse. What the fuck?
he decided that it was best to turn the comments, likes, and dislikes off for this one. I do want to note that this is the only video that he has all these off, and I don't blame him. The comments under this video would have been ruthless. He starts this off by saying the quote-unquote trolls that continue to follow him around social media don't understand the concept of forgiveness, and talks about his mental state around the time that he texted a minor in 2021.
I wonder if I smack the top of his head will his neck jiggle Sean K11 char.
He do got a good bald head though. I can't lie. I gotta give it to him. The head is like it's like meant for baldy, but what it like forgiveness?
Around the time that he texted him.
Do niggas not realize that you don't have to forget or forgive? It's a Christian concept and a good concept to forgive people. What if somebody say no? You gonna be mad at them? What do you mean?
Minor in 2021.
You're dealing with trolls when you're dealing with people on the internet who can just leave a comment and just run off to the scurries of their own, hiding spots. Is that there's no reconciling with these motherfuckers. There's no getting through to them. There's no, trying to get these people to understand.
Understand pedophilia? Yeah, they probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, they probably shouldn't do that. That's the crazy part. They probably shouldn't do that.
Where you were at that point in time in your life, addressing what happened a few years ago, the whole incident and stuff like that. I'll be the first person to tell you, I was in a very dark place in my life. Very dark place.
It's so pathetic how
And you're in a lit up closet this time, so that's fire.
he tries to use his deteriorating mental health as a reason why people should even consider giving him another chance. I heard he likes football, so let me break down what his play is here. The only reason why this is even being addressed at this current moment is to appeal to the handful of dedicated fans that he has left. Just so the internet can't say that he never addressed it. This is probably one of the worst apologies I've seen on YouTube, and probably worse than his last one. I'm gonna keep rolling the clips for y'all.
Had the fame, had the money, had the status, I thought that I couldn't be touched and paid the price for it, Now, one thing I want you guys to understand, another thing I want you guys to understand, and of course, there's going to be those motherfuckers out there, oh, EDP, just because...
Do you think Ed is one of those guys that was destined to be fat, or was there another destiny in his reach?
Bro, what the fuck y'all be talking about? Y'all ever shut the fuck up? Destined to be fat? Who thinks of shit like that?
In a dark place, that doesn't justify what you did.
See, that's how it is with a lot of these influencers.
Destined to be fat. Oh my god, bro. Can I go back to what he said?
A dark
Y'all are not serious people.
place, that doesn't justify what you did.
See, that's how it is with a lot of these influencers, man. I swear to God, bro. When y'all get to a certain spot, a certain level of fame, y'all feel like nobody can touch y'all. I can just touch kids. Like, bro, I just don't understand that shit, bro.
No, I mean, that's a huge step to overjump. Like, I get feeling like you on top of the world. Nobody can touch you. I'm invincible. That's a big jump from I can get with children. Like, these are literally worlds apart. Even without money, I probably felt invincible at some point in my life, like nothing could touch me. These are so far apart, it's not even funny. You gotta jump through dimensions to get to where this was.
First off, don't try to put fucking words up in my mouth. We're not here for that shit. I'm here to explain to you where I was at in my headspace a few years ago.
Where was you,
You know
at?
what I mean?
You was outside a 13-year-old's girl house trying to get a cupcake. Oh, no, that was just the reason. I got to keep remembering that you weren't actually there to get a cupcake. My fault. Sometimes I actually get that messed up in the story and think that he actually wanted a cupcake.
I want to hear about this dark place in your head because I just want to know what made you just want to talk to younger girls. I mean, weren't you in a relationship with an older woman that had a kid or was a teacher or something like that? I mean, why couldn't you just stick with the same age group? You know what I mean? Why you gotta go all the way down to the minors and stuff like that? Like, I just want to know.
Yeah, where's the regular stress related, like, I cheated on my, I mean, it's not good, don't get me wrong, but like, where's the normal stressful situation? You know, I'm under a lot of fire, so I got addicted to perks. You know what I'm saying? I cheated on my wife. I'm addicted to gambling. You know, I start drinking alcohol like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm chronically masturbating or something like that. Like, maybe the master got worse. The videos I'm watching, you know what I'm saying? Instead of watching two bitches, it's two niggas now. I don't know. But like, where's the regular stories? How do we get to children? I don't understand that. I don't get how you get there just from stress.
What was going on in your life?
The only thing that you can do as a human being when you make a mistake to this magnitude is to take responsibility for your actions, take accountability for your actions, understand that there is an issue, right? Understand.
You got experience in that? Nah. What do I do when I'm stressed? What do I do when I'm stressed? Nah, I just be stressed. Chad, I don't have an outlet. That's dangerous. When I be stressed out, I literally do nothing else but be stressed out. If I'm stressed, I don't want to do anything except fix the situation if it's a problem. Like, unless the problem is like fixed overall, I will literally, bro, I had a situation like a year and a half ago. It literally mentally like threw me off the planet. And it lasted for damn near a month. And I did nothing except put all my time and effort into that particular thing until the situation was resolved. It's so crazy. Like, I will literally do nothing else except that when I'm stressed out. It's so crazy.
This is not normal. You know what I mean? To have these type of behaviors, they're not normal, right? Get the necessary help, therapist. You know, it can even be as simple as sitting down and talking to your family members.
I'm gonna say something that's probably not unpopular, but may be unpopular. I just don't think that talking to a psychiatrist, your family, talking to anybody in general about these types of behaviors is gonna solve anything. I feel like once you have these kind of thoughts, it's just ingrained in you.
Nah, I don't believe that. I would love for more potential pedos to talk to people before they enact in anything crazy. Because that's the perfect chance. If you can stop it from occurring and you don't even get an opportunity to scratch whatever itch you got, that would be beautiful. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. I wish anybody that had those thoughts would be transparent enough with their family therapist or whoever is close in their circle to get the help that they need before they do anything. That would be perfect. We would live in a utopia. Not a utopia, but it would be a much better world for kids.
It's just who you are. Like, I don't feel like these types...
I don't know how you get to liking kids. I don't. But if you are at a point where you can acknowledge it as a problem and then talk to somebody about it and then fix it before it actually becomes an issue where you're enacting on it, yes, go do that. Go fucking do that.
So people can be...
It's not likely for them to do that. That's the issue. He's saying in his mind, he's at the point where he's like, those types of people generally don't ask for help. They go from having the thought to wanting to act on it with no middle ground, and they try to hide it. They don't think anything's wrong with it. So I get where he's coming from. The dude making the video, I understand where he's coming from.
Recovered, can be, you know, rehabilitated.
Most people who have the thought and they're there, they're not trying to go and ask.
In general, like, I don't think that these people can be saved. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wraps for them. Like, I feel like these types of people just need to be locked up and just sent somewhere, and, you know, they live the rest of their lives away from society.
Because realistically speaking, even if a person enacts on it, right? There is no social rehabilitation for a person like that, even if they do get technical rehabilitation. So if you fix a person that was like that and they go through all the steps in training and they become an active contributing member to society and they don't reoffend, publicly we would never trust them again no matter what. And that's the price that they pay, obviously, because they did what they did. But if you're going to go through the remainder of your life socially still being looked at as the person that you rehabilitated from, it's almost like, what's I'm not saying what's the point of changing, but no one's gonna trust you. So it's like, for yourself, you will walk around knowing, okay, you've relieved yourself of that urge or anything like that, and that's great for your mental. But if we know you 86th anyway, it don't matter. If somebody tells me that there's some guy and they got the help, I still wouldn't trust them.
I don't think they should be able to contribute to whatever society that we have right now, whether good or bad. I don't think that these people deserve to be in normal civilization.
Overall, just trying to make sure that the same mistake doesn't happen again, and you learn from your mistake. That's all you can do.
Yeah,
Okay, but can we not lie, Sean? Lie about what?
I don't think it takes getting caught to know that you shouldn't talk to an underage girl. I mean, it shouldn't be something like it's a mistake or anything like that. Like I said earlier, this is something that you just don't do. This is not an oopsie daisy. Oh, I'll never do it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like when you talk to your parents and when you get in trouble, it's not going to happen again. Like, no, it just shouldn't happen. Like, this should not happen at all.
And just try to improve yourself as a person. If that's not good enough for people, well then that sounds like a fucking personal issue to me. Now, a lot of people, they like to assume, right, just because I haven't came out and...
This is a stupid question. What do you mean, do you think they should get the death penalty or just a life sentence? I don't give a What, that doesn't change the victim that they I genuinely don't give a fuck what happens to a pedo after they get charged or whatever the case is. As long as they're put in a position where they can't reoffend, whether that's rehabilitation, life sentence, death, I don't care. I'm just saying, like, what's the additional rehabilitation for the person that is victimized, and how do you create a preventative tool or measure so that these people don't offend in the first place? What are we not doing, like, as adults to protect children enough where that doesn't happen? Or what environments are you creating or spaces are you making adequate for predators to be in spaces with children for them to even act on those urges in the first place? I feel more preventative measures than post-operative measures are better in this condition, because even the post-operation measure for somebody like this, we still aren't going to fuck with them. We still not going to look at them as anything worth being around society. They're still going to be the scum of the earth. And for the victim that they create, now you got to deal with all the trauma that they leave them with. So, like, what do we do to prevent it from occurring? And what signs do you look at to notice that somebody's going to be on that weirdo shit in the first place? So with this, we just need to be more proactive, I feel like, than, you know, reactive.
It made some big ass crying video, you know what I mean? Making a fucking ass out of myself, all hysterical on camera and shit like that, that I showed no remorse. That couldn't be any more further from the truth. You know what I mean? What I want you guys to realize is the fact that I have sat down and I have apologized to my family.
He's going to say it's a personal problem because we're expecting an actual apology,
I am
not
still
just
mad
some,
at the nigga that caught him, because he literally could have worked with the police and this nigga would be in jail.
That's why you got to look at the people and their incentives when it comes to even catching these types of people, because nobody who takes it seriously will post that on YouTube for anybody to see. Like, you grown. They weren't kids at the time when they made that video. I could see if they was like some 14 or 15-year-olds and they just wanted to make a funny, like, meme about EDP. Like, oh, he came to meet a little girl and we caught him and we posted it on YouTube because we don't really know how serious life is and stuff like that. But the people that caught him were grown. They used him as an opportunity to further their own, you know what I'm saying, profits in business, and ruined a potential case that could have landed him in prison so that he couldn't, you know what I'm saying, potentially take advantage of anybody in the future. But they said, nah, we gonna use this up as an opportunity to get clout off the nigga.
Oh, the actions that day, sorry for all the people affected, we'll just move along like nothing happened, and I'm sorry for what my family had to go through. Not I'm sorry for talking to this girl, texting this girl this, saying that, doing this, doing that. You didn't give us the whole rundown. You just basically brushed it off like, oh, it was a minor infraction. Let's just move on. I'm sorry.
Yo, this dude actually's ass. I've been seeing y'all randomly throw comments throughout the whole stream talking about his gameplay, and I just noticed, like, bro, that's actually insane.
Sorry for what
I
happened with
didn't notice until he just started shooting at the air.
my family, all the, you know, threats or whatever was going on, whatever messages they got, the embarrassment. That's all you said. We didn't expect you to get on here crying. We just expected an action.
Nigga said I'm the last person to be talking. Okay, that's what I want to do. Like I said, when we play, I'm gonna play for probably like an hour, hour and a half. But when we play, any nigga calling me trash, I'm gonna make sure you are invited to my lobby. We're gonna play. We're gonna play. And we're gonna see how you perform. We're gonna see how you perform. I want niggas to say some stupid shit. I do. Cause niggas think that because they see me sometimes die when I'm playing COD, that makes me do not know my body. When I get locked, niggas cannot take me out. I'm sorry. Niggas swear I've been training for this shit. I'm being dead ass. My literally everything just fall in line.
Let me hop
I'm not
on
gonna
COD
lie.
with you, gang.
I'm not gonna lie. Everything just fall in line. Just gonna be honest.
Actual adult response, an adult apology, accountability, not just, oh, that happened and it was in the past and I had a mindset that I don't have now. My mental is not the same as it was back then, and yeah, let's just move on. No.
So there are literally 13, 14, 15, 16.
Stop that banging. What you gonna do if I don't stop?
17-year-olds, you know what I mean, DMing me, hitting me up on Instagram, and they'll fucking type this message and they'll be all like, oh my God, are you the real EDP? And the moment I respond with, yes, I am, what they'll do, right? And they think that they're fucking sneaky about this shit, right?
Why? Why? If you know they're 17, what's the response for? Why respond? If I know there's a 17-year-old messaging me, there's no conversation that need to be had. Am I real or not? Don't matter. It's irrelevant. We're not about to talk.
Malicious intent. You feel me? I made a video a long time ago, and it was a video where I talked about obviously adults should be held accountable, and they should be
Okay, so throughout
This nigga did not learn his lesson.
Bro, it's funny when he's like mid-sentence and dude interrupts him like, all right, so here's the problem with what you just said.
this whole time, what I'm noticing is he does not know what the fuck he wants to say. Now, as a YouTuber, I tend to edit things out when I mess up, kind of like messing up my words and shit. You know, mumble jumble, you know what I'm saying, saliva flying out my mouth and shit, and I gotta re-record. But this nigga right here does not know what the fuck he wants to say. I mean, like, I've seen apologies on YouTube. I've seen people addressing things, but this is probably the worst attempt I've seen at somebody addressing the internet. Like, bro, you gotta know what you're saying before you get on here. Like, it's just simple as that, bro. You've been doing YouTube longer than me, and I do a better job of that shit.
I don't think you need to know. I'm more of a free baller, bro. I like my shit all hanging out. You know what I mean? And then whatever I don't like that's in there, I'm gonna just take it out after the fact.
I also feel minors should get in trouble for messaging adults. You feel me? Having a very
Have y'all heard of the
Wait,
Enfield case?
Wait.
Apparently there's
Hold
now
on.
a new one.
Hold on, wait.
It's some of the
Hold
sickest
on, wait,
shit.
wait,
The wiki
wait.
one is disturbing.
Wait.
You should at least read
Wait.
if you never heard of it. //
Wait.
/nth_room_case.
Bro, what are you saying, huh? What is that? What did you just type in?
messaging adults. You feel me? Having a very malicious intent behind their messages.
You should blame the minors.
Wait, he really said that?
Should blame the parents. We should blame this person, blame that person. Blame everyone but me. You know what I'm saying? Blame everyone but me for...
Yo, this is actually crazy. You know what's crazy? You know what's insane? What's wild? I don't think this is his gameplay. First of all, his name is Noob Killer. Second of all, he playing like an NPC. A bot. This gameplay is actually crazy. Because now I really can't focus on the video because this nigga name is just everywhere else but where it's supposed to be.
Blame everyone but me. You know what I'm saying? Blame everyone but me for falling for the trap, the clear trap, falling for it as a horny motherfucker. Blame every single person but myself for my actions. I mean, EDP, this is just nothing new. I mean, we expected this.
Which ultimately leads to harassment, right? Showing up at your job, tracking where you work at, showing up at your dialysis center.
Okay, but those aren't the 17-year-olds that are doing that. That is a result of you going to meet a 13-year-old or what you thought would be a 13-year-old for what you excused yourself actually going there for, which was sex, but you said it was a cupcake. These are your own actions. I don't get these people. How do you victimize yourself? And you put yourself in this position. You know full well the treatment that your type of people undergo when you do what you do, and you didn't think about that. So that was the risk that you took. These are the consequences, and now you got to deal with it.
You know what I mean? Trying to find out.
File a report for harassment as much as you want if you want to. Like, it's not going to stop us from looking at you crazy.
You know, what type of community that you live in, right? Storming the leasing office and shit like that. Storming HOA offices and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, I mean, a lot of those facilities appreciate the notification, and sometimes they'll kick you out. If you are one of those people, would y'all willingly house somebody who, you know what I'm saying, who isn't technically on the registry but had done something to do something maybe disgusting? And if you could put yourself in a position to protect the community.
I just joined back, Sean. Not this milk duck predator head as nigga again. What happened now?
Window as you had a stoplight when somebody recognizes you.
Now, this is the part that I can actually agree with him when it comes to this, but to a certain extent. Now, your EDP 445, you did some fucked up shit on the internet.
Does do not realize
and people are fucking with you, harassing you, which I do not.
Some Ozempic and change his identity, Lamau.
You don't have to do that.
Don't at all. I mean, leave the nigga alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave the nigga alone. Let him wallow in his despair and his fucked up life as he describes it. But one thing that you have to realize, EDP, realize that you're EDP 445. You did some fucked up shit on the internet. And this is your livelihood. You can't expect everyone to have the same type of mindset. I'm not going to say sympathy for you. The same type of mindset when it comes to approaching you in public or seeing you in public, because people don't give a fuck, my nigga. They're going to do anything they want to do. And especially when it comes to somebody like you that did what you did, I mean, people don't have no sympathy for that. You just got to accept it.
I don't give a how you try to paint the situation, how much you try to dress it up. That is a malicious act, and it's fucked up.
I like how this whole time throughout this 9 minutes that I'm at actually right here, that you failed to talk about this dark place that you were in, and you just completely derail and completely try to deter and deflect everything that you were talking about to talk about some shit that makes you seem like a victim. And that right there is exactly what the play is for him. That's literally what he does. Like, he wants people to feel sorry for him, have sympathy for him. And man, I know exactly why you turned off the comments and the likes and dislikes. Because, bro, this is horrible. Holy shit.
You know, half-assed apology video where I had the Barack Obama voiceover. Like I mentioned before in the earlier stages of the video, there's no reconciling with these motherfuckers. You feel me? There's no winning with these niggas on fucking line. You feel me? Not even if you're trying to win. You're just trying to get them to understand where you were from a mental standpoint back up in the day. And no, that's...
Bro, you were flexing it. I wouldn't take it as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? If he'd have been like, I was in a dark place, I wouldn't have taken it as an excuse. But you literally were flexing a 13-year-old that you had never met. What do you mean? How were you in a dark place?
It's not justifying the shit.
It actually is justifying the shit. I mean, and I'm glad you actually mentioned that. It was half-baked. It was bullshit. And I'm glad you actually owned up to that. That's literally the only fucking thing you owned up to. Literally the only thing that you owned up to this video.
Because I knew deep down, right, no matter how fucking apologetic I was, no matter how fucking sorry I was, or whatever they're going to throw that bullshit at you. Oh, you're only making the video and you're only crying in the video because you got caught.
That is a fact. I remember when that whole sting, or not the sting operation, the expose situation where he got caught or whatever, this man was in tears. He said, "My life is over." Yeah, he fell down to his knees, bro. His life was in shambles, bro. Like, he knew everything was over from that point. And that
video is crazy.
That's why I said in the first video that I made, or the last video I made about EDP 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago at this point, that, yeah, this shit was basically the end of his career as we knew it. You feel what I'm saying?
And it ain't just like one thing. He came out, he said, I was acting. He said they hired me as a part of a movie and I was playing this character. Like, you didn't just get caught and then come back and apologize, bro. You had a slew of elements of denial and lies that you went through. You created all these fake docs and emails and meeting places. You said I was just acting. They was shooting me for a movie. Then it turned into, oh, it never happened. Then it turned into, oh, they tried to come after me and there was no minor at all. And I just got caught at a particular place and time. And we went through so many hills until we got to this point here, and you still won't even say you did it.
Yeah, so it was facts.
You need to take accountability and responsibility. You need to cam up and address your fans. The only people that I need to address are my friends and my family members that I hurt deeply by my actions. Those are the only people that I need to address and that I have addressed privately.
And what did I say? He's literally going.
So then why are you bitching? You don't want to give any response to, you know what I'm saying, the audience or the internet, and you're surprised that they're gonna keep trolling you. So why are you bitching?
To bring up that he addressed it already. This is literally the play. This is his mindset. That since I addressed it already, I don't have to say anything else. I don't have to own up, but I do have to play victim. I do have to have a little bit of a grift going on with my little bit of support.
This nigga's getting fucked up.
Supporters that I have left, to just let them know that I am still here for y'all. I'm still here to make content, and I'm just trying to move on from the situation. Can we just forgive me?
This nigga got so much belly weight that it's natural, making him lean forward on his tippy toes.
Bro!
Lol.
Please forgive me. So one thing I do want to note from this whole video, like I said earlier, he does not know what the fuck he wants to talk about. He just says shit in front of a camera. I feel like he's been lying to himself this whole entire time, telling himself these lies. So it's just the truth for him. It's just like, I'm the victim. I am being done wrong. At first it was, oh, it was a setup, such and such and such. Now he's kind of saying that, oh, mistakes were made and I was in a dark place. Just little by little, you think he's finally going to own up, and then he snaps right back into victim mode. Man, EDP 445, bro. But
this dude's mouth is so...
Let me know what you guys think about this, man. Honestly, I feel like the man should be banned from YouTube. Like, why is YouTube allowing people like this on their platform that people have literal proof of him doing some fucked up shit? I mean, YouTube, bro, we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. But let me know what you guys think. Like I said again, it's Fargo, and I'm out, man.
EDP, bro. EDP.